Jesus now forgive. Jesus now forgive.
You are once again welcome to Ima Biafra Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. I am your servant evangelist Ima Kalo, greeting you from my base, and a special greeting from me, your humble servant. I say to you, good morning from my base. The time from here is 8:48 a.m. Today being Monday, the 21st of the month of March 2022. I want to talk about Simon EKPA'S hypocrisy once again, and this is the part 2 of this topic, Simon EKPA'S hypocrisy. Yes, I know that Simon EKPA is a focal man of the moment regarding the Biafra struggle, and only him has almost 90% of the followers right now, but that should not be a reason to omit corrections against Simon Ekpa. Simon Ekpa is a human being. He is not God. So at times he makes mistakes, and the hypocrisy he displays this time around is a part of the mistakes Simon Ekpa makes, and it requires correction. As all of you know, I am especially assigned to building IPOB and the Biafrans, all of the Biafra apologists, all of the Biafra agitators, building them right from inside IPOB until we discover with evidence that someone or some people had decided to outrightly sabotage the Biafra struggle. Then we do away completely with such people. We begin to regard them as willing opposition, willing antagonists to Biafra struggle and to we the Biafra activists. But now it is not about that. It is about bringing corrective measures to the problems going on during within the Biafra struggle. We are together moving forward, progressing, and aiming at Biafra restoration. So it is all about Simon Ekpa. Many people will not like this program, but it is worth doing because it is necessary. It doesn't matter how many people that like it, but what matter is me coming out to bring the reality to proper comprehension to the people, for people to hear the excellent truth for which this platform stands, the excellent truth, for excellent knowledge, for excellent reasoning, for those who will not reason beyond what they see and what people say and what people act. Then from here we bring the consequences of the actions of what people say and what they cannot perceive immediately. We bring it to reality for ease of comprehension so that they will act fast, setting the mind of the people ahead of the dangers that are yet to come regarding what we are pursuing. That is the stand of Ima Biafra Treasury of Excellent Knowledge, formerly known as Collins Ima Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. So I have made the first part of this video. This is the second part. And the major reason for this second part of the video is because of Simon EKPA'S consistency to supporting Nelly Ofegbu in the campaign for the Idu. And we know that the Idu issue has been causing controversy. As a result, even some of the autopilot members had decided to decamp. Somebody like Achebe Paul has decided to decamp once again, and if possible, if he will be accepted immediately, to go back to the political solutionist of IPOB led by the DOS. But that is not the case with me. I have not decided to decamp, and I have not made up my mind to actually return to the political solutionist of IPOB for my own reasons, which I will explain later and in a different program. But it is all about Simon EKPA'S hypocrisy, of which we have waited for him to repent and retrace his step absolutely, and he has failed to do so. So it is about record keeping and for reckoning, as I will be playing some videos concerning Simon Ekpa's statement, his act, and how he at times say one thing and do other things differently. So it becomes a hypocrisy, a nepotism, a preferential treatment, and the sentiment, all in favor of Nelly Ofebu and Idu. In the process, Simon Ekpa disrespect the Biafra he stand for, disrespecting his co-Biafra activists like me, like many other people. That is not the case, but the real thing is his persistence and non-repentance and retracing his step from absolutely supporting the Idu and the Nelly Ofebu, and also offering his platform for the campaign of Idu, while those who championed the Idu had outrightly condemned Biafra and condemned Biafra activists, all of Biafra activists, insulting all Biafrans, both dead and alive. Simon Ekpa is not moved by any of these things, and Simon Ekpa keep on and proudly announcing his support to such people, to the extent of him offering his platform to be used for the campaign of Idu. As a result, we speculate, we are not sure, but let me place this as speculation. We speculate that there are still many more ulterior agendas between Simon Ekpa, Nelly Ofebu, and all of the people campaigning the Idu of issue. More so, they are the people in the helm of affair of the autopilot of IPOB. How are we sure that they are not strategically betraying the struggle and using the Iduism to hijack the struggle? While Simon Ekpa is still campaigning the Biafra, we begin to regard his campaign for Biafra as a distraction, waiting for the appropriate time when the Iduism will take balance on the stage. The Simon Ekpa will then denounce or renounce Biafra, just as Nelly Ofebu, Owasofia, and a host of others has just done. Won't Simon Ekpa repeat the same thing? Simon Ekpa may repeat the same thing. So that becomes our fear at the moment. However, we will know how to address that issue, how to follow the issue, and how to escape from every deception that may be projected or may be practiced by Simon Ekpa and the rest of the people propagating the Idu. So we also speculate that even the Radio Biafra, the Voice of Biafra, Simon Ekpa runs, is owned by the advocates, by the apologists of the Idu, which is Nelly Ofebu and the rest of the people we never know, but the frontline people we know via social media are Nelly Ofebu, Nsimansobong, Owasofia, Faith Ogala, Simon Ekpa himself. Because for Simon Ekpa to endorse Idu, it means that Simon Ekpa is also an Iduist. There is no two ways about it, and we will be deceiving ourselves to say that Simon Ekpa is not a part of Idu. If he is not a part of Idu, he wouldn't have endorsed Idu, and he will automatically announce the stoppage of the Iduism campaign via his platform. So we should go back to the beginning. What caused the whole controversy, the whole hypocrisy displaying now, the insult and the counter motions from the side of we, the IPOB, autopilot, and most especially we who have grouped ourselves and call ourselves the truth bearers. What caused the counter motion to the Iduism against Simon Ekpa, against Nelly Ofebu, against all of the people? So I will go back to play the video. First of all, we know quite well that Nelly Ofebu had begun the campaign Idu for long, and we have been ignoring her. We thought it was just a joke. To me, I regarded it to be a means she just want to use to gather our coastal Biafra people together and sustaining the relationship we had as Biafrans, because some of them began to complain that they are being discriminated against by the IPOB's political solutionists under the leadership of the DOS. I never knew that they have the ulterior motive of replacing the name Biafra with the name Idu until they come out to speak it categorically, in the process insulting the name Biafra, insulting the both living and the dead Biafrans, insulting everything regarding Biafra. Even we that still advocate for Biafra, currently, Nelly Ofebu insulted all of us, and Simon Ekpa never blamed her for that, and finding a reason to keep justifying Nelly Ofebu, even to the extent of pretending that he never listened to the video in which Nelly Ofebu made that blatant insult, which Nelly Ofebu uttered the blatant insult to the entirety of Biafrans and to Biafra herself, without respect, without regard. And until now, Simon Ekpa had not retraced his step from his support to Nelly Ofebu and Iduism. So let us go back to the beginning of the whole matter. I will play the video, and that is one of the reasons I have been segmenting these videos. So this is a part of the video I have segmented last week, and it is a combination of the first time of Nelly Ofebu insulting the Biafras collectively around the end of February, 2022. This video was streamed about 3 weeks and 3 weeks plus ago. Around the end of February, Nelly Ofebu insulted Biafra and Biafrans. Then she repeated the same thing in this month of March, about around last week. Then I combined the two videos which I segmented last week. So I am going to play it. It should be around 28 minutes video. This program will be a long one. Then after that, I will play other videos while I will be narrating very briefly. So I have made my major analysis from this beginning. You are welcome once again to Inima Biafra Treasury of Excellent Knowledge. I am your servant, Evangelist Inima Carlo, greeting you on my behalf and also saluting you. Good evening. From my best time here is 4 minutes to 8 in the evening, 8 p.m., 4 minutes to 8 p.m. And today, being Monday, the 14th of March 2022, I want to talk about the issue of mysterious lies of Dr. Nelly Idu, or Dr. Nelly Ofebu, her mysterious lies about the name Biafra. 3 weeks ago, they streamed this video. As you can see in the video, it is Nsima Nsobong, top by the left, Nelly Ofebu top by the right. Then Messi Coco Johnson down by the left, Owa Sophia down by the right. The four of them hosting, having this program. In the process, Nelly Ofebu told mysterious lies. She told mysterious lies concerning the name Biafra, and this issue had generated lots of controversies among we the Biafrans, both the IPOB under the leadership of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu or the rest of the Biafrans. It has become a controversial issue and has been causing discrepancy among us. Nelly being so insistent and being so insistent to the mysterious lies has come again to say the same thing, to repeat the same thing, the same lie, the same mysterious lies about the name Biafra, claiming that Biafra is evil. The name Biafra is evil and it is for our destruction, which the majority of Biafrans cannot believe, because we know, as she claimed, that Elohim told her about the mysterious lies. We have come to realize that actually Elohim did not tell Nelly anything. Rather, it is demon that gave her that information, but she has been so insistent to repeating that mysterious lies. So this is what I am here to combine the first record, the first program streamed 3 weeks ago, which you are looking at this in the screen. Then I will play another program which they had yesterday, in which Nelly repeated the mysterious lies concerning the name Biafra. So I will be playing from the previous program from its 28 minutes until the time she will conclude with that mysterious lies.
It's impossible. Give us a fake name, a cloak. Just like the cloak they are putting on our leader right now. If you guys think our leader is wearing an outfit, you guys are wasting your time. You're blind and you can't see. The way they put the cloak on him to deceive him, to distract him, to lie, to make him reject the freedom that he's fought all this while. That is how they put the cloak upon us and called it Biafra. Biafra is a name that is intended to be used to destroy us and kill us until we become extinct. If not for Idu Igodomi Igodo, we would have been extinct as a people right now. The name Idu is what has been saving us and keeping us alive, and they're making sure that Lucifer does not destroy us and put us in extinction. And that is the name that we are going to claim this freedom with. It is our real identity. Idu is our real name. We can never claim what we have with a fake name. Biafra is a lie. God can never give us our freedom with a lie. We have to be whiter than white and whiter than snow. We cannot get our freedom based on a lie. Biafra is a lie. Biafra is a name that is meant to destroy the children of God. Biafra is a name that is meant to make sure that the kingdom of heaven does not come here on earth. Until we reject Biafra, we are wasting our time. Until we are ready to acknowledge who we are, our real identity, the truth. God cannot give us our independence based on a lie. We have to come with God on the truth. We have to seek what belongs to us based on the truth. We have to claim what belongs to us based on the truth. Idu is the truth, and this truth will make us free. Idu is who we are, and we're going to get our freedom based on who we are. It doesn't matter what we decide to answer later. If we get our freedom and we decide to answer Biafra, that's our business. If we decide to answer whatever, that's our business. But we cannot go to God with a lie. We cannot present a lie unto God. We cannot ask God to set us free based on a lie. That's not how God works. That's not how He operates. When we made a covenant with God, we pledged to be whiter than white and whiter than snow. Our great ancestor God is represented by a white tent, purity. That's why we have to go back to how God made us originally. God intended for us to be pure, a pure house, a white and clean house. We have to get back to that original covenant. We cannot get what we want with a lie. Biafra is a lie. Some people said, oh, Biafra is in the map, 18 this and 19 this and 20 this. These are all lies they present to you. They cover the truth. How come you have never seen Idu anywhere? But you see Idu in the map, 1875 or 18 whatever. Then they come back and tell Ojukwu, our supreme leader, never knew what Biafra was. They were in a meeting and Okigo leaned forward towards him and said, "What is Biafra?" He said, "I will explain it to you." Ojukwu wanted our freedom by fire, by force. He said, "Okay, anything that will give my people their freedom, I will take it." Ojukwu accepted the name Biafra. That name, almost like more than close to 5 million of us died with that name. Because the intention of that name is to wipe us out. They gave us that name, and millions and millions and millions of us died because of that name. And we are still dying because of that name. That name is meant to destroy us completely. That name means our kidney is going to be servicing people all over the world. Our liver is going to be servicing people all over the world. They use our blood for ritual, for sacrifice. Because they know that we have a superior blood. Our blood is superior. It's not like every other blood. During slavery, a slave can cost 10,000. A slave from Idu land will cost 4 times more than that. If they're selling a slave for $1,000, any slave from Idu land will cost $5,000. Because they know the price, they know who we are. They know the blessing and the gift that God gave unto us. They know that our blood is superior. When they're trying to do transplants, they use our kidney first before they can use any other person's kidney. And they lied and manipulate us and deceived us. I am going to try to give some people time. When I come back, I will tell you guys how Biafra is gone. I will explain it to you. What happened in Kenya is not an accident. That is part of our freedom. Our leader made the ultimate sacrifice. What happened in Kenya was the end of Biafra. Technically, Biafra is not supposed to exist anymore. That is why Garuba Shehu will tell you that the arrest of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is the end of Biafra. Because that was the original plan. That was the covenant. That was the agreement that was reached. That fool called Rita Onochie said Biafra is ended. Look at Ijele talking about Biafra is ended. Can you reason and figure out why are they saying this? Why are they saying this? What is behind it? It is because Biafra has ended. Because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu paid that ultimate price. Just like Christ came and paid the ultimate price. That is how he came and paid the ultimate price. But what Lucifer didn't know is that God is going to come up with something brand new, something that he never expected. Because they think they've covered our names. But God revealed our name. Just like the Bible said, all things have become new. Now all things have become new because we know who we are. All the rituals, all the agreements, all the covenants that was done with Biafra is ended. It ended in Kenya. I will tell you guys what happened in Kenya, what God showed me happened in Kenya. The same thing happened during the days of Christ. That's why the Bible said, if the devil had known, he wouldn't have crucified the Prince of Peace. If they had known that what they did in Kenya was the beginning of our freedom, they wouldn't have done it. Basically, God did them 419. That's what happened. So I'm going to stop for now and let
Dr. Nelly, thank you very much. I know you have explained this very much. Our people need teaching. That is what I see. They need proper teaching.
We're going to do
they need teaching. That is what I see. You know, many of them, they are so ignorant. None of them have not even done their own research, but just that.
Great Biafrans, we have had it. And Nzima encouraging Nelly that they should be teaching Biafrans about Idu. So it is not just teaching. People can either teach us sense or they teach us nonsense. That is the reason the Afrobeat singer, the late Fela Kuti, said, "Teacher, don't teach me nonsense. Use it as a song to play." So there are nonsensical teachings people teach. And what Nelly has been projecting and should be teaching regarding Idu and Biafra are total nonsense. So it shouldn't be tolerated. Then this particular video now you are looking at is a video of a program they had just yesterday, being Sunday the 13th of this March 2023, in which Nelly repeated these superstitious lies about the name Biafra. So I have made a video to counter it, of which many people reasoned together with me, and I joined also in a program to counter it. Many people reasoned together with us, and we have drawn the attention and the reason of the people to rationality of which they have done, and they actually confirm that the propagation of Idu and the attempt to nullifying the name Biafra is a total scam, and the prophecy is superstitious and diabolic and not actually divine. So that is what we are encountering. Then I want to play this particular video from 7 minutes 14 seconds till we are able to, whichever time Nelly will conclude, to repeat the superstitious lies she has been lying against the name Biafra, because I have not watched the program, but it is all about extracting these superstitious lies, combining it together to see how desperate and how insistent Nelly and co are regarding the nullification of the name Biafra and projecting and permanently establishing the name Idu as the real identity of we, the indigenous people of Biafra, which is actually a scam, because it is all targeted at ending Biafra struggle. Nothing more, nothing less.
Our time. All this we pray, all this we ask for, in no other name apart from that name that belongs to you. He said, my name is Namdekano. I am the leader of indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet, I tell you. Yes, that is our leader, Mazi Namdekano. You know, the reason why I always allow that part to play is for people that are trying to remove our leader's name and putting their name. I don't even understand. I don't understand their game. But the thing, I don't know, sometimes when you are eating the forbidden fruit, like when you start doing some things, you won't understand what you are doing. So I salute everybody for joining me. I salute you for joining us once again. Today is another wonderful day, and we are happy to be here with you. You know, people are looking for meetings, to hold meetings in different places. This is our meeting, you know. Each time we come live like this, we are holding our meetings. And you need to be part of this meeting, because if you are not part of this meeting, you won't know what is going on. So to those of you that have joined us, we can see over 200 people already. Thank you for joining. Help us to share so that to get to other people. I'm happy to have all of you here today. Thank you very much. I salute all of you. Of course, you know my name. My name is Akparawa Nsima, the first son of Idu. I'm from Akwa Ibom. Akwa Ibom is Idu Biafra. Cross Rivers is Idu Biafra, and we must continue to fight to protect and defend our land. I mean, that's the only thing that we are here to do. And we cannot do that without knowing who we are, our true identity. So today we are going to be talking about Idu as our true identity. Okay, and today you can see Dr. Nelly is here with me, and every other people. Of course, we are expecting them to join us very soon. I'm going to start with Dr. Nelly. Please, Dr. Nelly, of course, I know everybody knows you now very well, beyond imagination. You know, some few days ago, your name was flying everywhere. Edu was flying everywhere. That is why things are working out right now, because Edu is alive. Please, I just want you to give us a short introduction of yourself so that we can move forward. Thank you very much.
Okay. I greet you all. I'm very pleased and happy.
Before she will continue, I want to let you know that the first paragraph of this video that I'm playing now was made at the end of February. And after we have had countermeasures to the broadcast of castigating and renouncing Biafra by Nelly Ofebo, Nsiman Sobong, and the rest of them, Simon Ekpa came up to endorse it before they had the program in which she is speaking now. So I combined the two videos. So this particular one she wants to speak on is a repetition of her condemnation and the renunciation over Biafra and her insult to all Biafrans, and without regard or respect to we, the Biafra activists. So I want to combine the two. But before that, we are to remember that Simon Ekpa had already endorsed the Iduism as championed by Nelly Ofebo, of which video I will play later. And until now, Simon Ekpa is persistent to endorsing it for no justifiable reasons, because we can still move the agitation forward without attaching Iduism to it. It is very, very possible. I have just taken my time to engage into brainstorming to realize the realities, and only to come up once again to know that it is possible that we can move the Biafra struggle without attaching Iduism to it. And Simon Ekpa stands the chance of doing away with Iduism. And if he cannot do away with Iduism, something must be fishing out, and something very, very complicated and delicate between Simon Ekpa, Nelly Ofebo, and the rest of them parading themselves as the champions of the Iduism.
Happy to be here this very time. I am called Nelly Ofebo, but I'm originally Udemkwaidu. That's my real name. I am from Idu. I am from Aguidu. Aguidu is the center of the world. That is the location of the 0 longitude and 0 latitude. It doesn't matter what lie they told in the past, we know the truth. Aguidu, they called it the Garden of Eden.
It is a lie. Aguidu does not mean Garden of Eden. This is a superstition and a mysterious lie of Nelly Ofebo.
I am called Nelly Ofebo, but I'm originally Udemkwaidu. That's my real name. I am from Idu. I am from Aguidu. Aguidu is the center of the world. That is the location of the 0 longitude and 0 latitude. It doesn't matter what lie they told in the past, we know the truth. Aguidu, they called it the Garden of Eden. It is in the city currently known as Enugu State. Aguidu is the center of the world. It is the very location where we have 0 latitude, 0 longitude. It is the beginning, it is the end. It is the habitation of mankind when God will come down and communicate with his children. It is that kingdom of heaven that Christ prayed for. It is that kingdom that has come on earth. And Idu is in Idu Ugbo. Idu Ugbo is in the great nation of Idu. And I'm very proud and happy to share with you, to let us know who we are. Because we can only get our freedom. We can begin to live like God intended us to live only when we know the truth. The truth is that we are the people of Idu. We are the indigenous people of Idu. We are not Biafrans. Biafra is a ritual name. Biafra is a name that is intended to exterminate us so that other people will inhabit our land, so that the kingdom of heaven will not come on earth. That is the purpose of giving us, creating that name, Biafra. Biafra is a slave name. Biafra is the name they used when they were coming to buy us. This is a name they used to exchange with their merchants. This is not our name. There are rituals and incantations that is done with the name Biafra, and they gave it to us as a cloak of destruction. Because the blood of an Idu man is the most precious blood all over the world. It doesn't matter who disputes it. It is the truth. They know it's the truth. Our blood is the blood that is used to make sacrifices. Our blood multiplies. It multiplies every form of ritual that it's used for. The blood of our women multiplies and multiplies children wherever that blood is shed. That is why they did that cloak upon us and gave us that name, Biafra. It's a name that is intended to destroy us, to destroy the children of light, to wipe us away from the surface of this earth. That is what Biafra is. And the Bible said that there is nothing that separates us from the love of God except sin. Biafra is a lie. A lie is a sin. And this sin, this lie, will continue to separate us from the love of God. Only the truth will bring us to the love of God. And that's the truth of our identity. You can only go to God with truth and honesty. God is too holy that he cannot behold sin. He cannot behold iniquity. No matter how much he loves us, he cannot behold lies. That is why it's like we're crippling God when we keep on saying Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. Because it's a lie and God cannot behold lie. That is his nature. That's who he is. He's not going to change his laws because of us. Because whatever he says is an amen. That is how it's going to be. We cannot enter into his court with lies. You can only enter his court with praise and thanksgiving. And you have to make yourself presentable unto God. You cannot get what belongs to you with a lie, because God cannot behold a lie, cannot behold lies, cannot behold iniquity. Biafra is a lie. Biafra is a lie. Biafra is a lie that is meant to destroy us. Biafra makes us unworthy to take what belongs to us because it's a lie. People lied and came up, concocted every form of lie, every form of evil, and put it upon us, and we accepted it. Like slaves, we accepted it. The sons of Edom came and was stealing us, buying us. The rats they used to come to steal us, to buy us, is the name, that's the name they gave us. And we foolishly accepted it because we know nothing. Because of the rituals they did, our eyes were blinded. Nobody is even trying to ask, before this Biafra, who are we? What is our name? What is the truth about us? What is the real identity of us? Who are we? Nobody's asking. Because they The more we say we die, because the Bible says with the mouth confession is made unto salvation. The more we say it's Biafra or death, we're going to keep on dying. There is nothing in the spiritual world like Biafra. Biafra does not exist in the spiritual realm. Go and make your inquiries. Go and ask. What nation is Biafra? It doesn't exist in the spirit. It's a ritual name that does not exist. That's why nobody can touch it. Nobody can deal with it. It doesn't exist. It's all evil. When people that have eyes see, they see evil. They see what it is. It does not exist. There's no nation like Biafra. Biafra is a lie. We cannot get what we're looking for with a lie. It's only the truth that will set us free. It's only the truth that will make us free. And the truth is who we are. We are the Idu people. We have to get what we are looking for. It's not about names. It doesn't matter. A free man can answer the name they want. You cannot be crying for a name and you're a slave. A slave does not even have a name. A slave does not have an identity. You have to be free for you to even have a name. You have to be free for you to decide what you're going to be called, what you want to be called. A slave has no right. Tomorrow they can change your name and call it whatever they want. They can call it southeast, southwest, northeast, north-south. They call you whatever they want. And as a slave, you're willingly taking the name. When your real name comes up, agents of Lucifer are trying to distract you because they want you to be destroyed. That is their agenda. Their agenda is to make sure. Their agenda is to make sure we are destroyed. That is why these fools among us are being paid to help Lucifer to destroy us. They're agents of the caliphate. If anybody is deceiving you about a name, they want you to die, and you need to reject them. You need to reject them. You have to be free to choose who you want to be.
Dear friends, this is nothing but superstitious lies of Nelly against the name Biafra. And all these things are strategic warfare against the Biafra struggle. And they are all aimed at terminating Biafra agitation and terminating the name Biafra. Let me, by speculation, believe that Nelly Ofebo is actually working for the Nigerian politicians. So I am not here to analyze the video elaborately because I have made an analysis on a different video regarding this issue. It is all about combining these two videos and projecting the desperation and consistent continuity of Nelly's superstitious lies against the name Biafra.
Hi, I'm looking for a video.
base is the time from my base is 9:31 p.m. Good evening once again from here. Simon Ekpa endorses Biafra and Idu together. Welcome once again to Nyima Biafra Treasure of Excellent Knowledge. I am your servant evangelist Nyima Kalo. I greet you. Good evening from my base. Still today, Friday, the 18th of this month of March 2022, and the time from my base is 9:31 p.m. Good evening once again from here. I want to play Simon Ekpa's video. This is a segment from Simon Ekpa's video on the 27th of February 2022. And playing it from is 15th minute 33 seconds. I want to segment the area covering Simon Ekpa's endorsement of Idu alongside Biafra. And my purpose of recording this segment is because it has occurred to me that it is a part of Simon Ekpa's hypocrisy in the Biafra struggle, because Simon Ekpa claims to be protecting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legacy, which is a good statement, but the action says otherwise. Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu give Simon Ekpa Idu as a legacy? The answer is absolutely no. But why has Simon Ekpa endorsed the Idu issue? That is what I cannot understand. And before this, that issue has been causing the problem among the autopiloters of IPOB, and as a result, Simon Ekpa came to settling the problem, and he hereby endorses Idu as championed by Nelly Ofebu, while still maintaining that he is protecting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legacy and want to carry us along to protecting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's legacy, of which I cannot accept, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never give us Idu as a legacy. So I view it, I perceive it to be Simon Ekpa's hypocrisy and the sycophancy. And so I am here to keep that record, to segment this particular video, to keep and for further development of the video as the event continue to unfold. But definitely it will be used for Simon Ekpa's hypocrisy and sycophancy in the Biafra struggle. So let us listen to Simon Ekpa giving his vote of thanks and making the statement which I have just said.
Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are watching from. This is the Liberation broadcast of the 1st of March 2022. This is Biafra Liberation broadcast. And the new dawn in this Biafra movement begin today.
Sorry, the real date of the Simon Ekpa's broadcast was 1st of March 2022, but he placed a wrong date behind a notice bar. So it was actually 1st of March 2022.
Biafrans to pay attention very attentively. Those of you listening from different platforms, the voice of Biafra is not on air at this moment. It is on maintenance. So you are going to listen to this broadcast, those of you in Biafra land, after the live broadcast. You are listening also on other platform, the platform of the Media Warriors, the Enter Biafra platform, and other social media platform. Today we have come because the task ahead of us are many. Today I have come to
inform Biafrans that there is a lot of work to do. I must thank the entire Biafrans from the auto-piloted movement of the Biafra restoration. I will thank those who have made it possible for us to continue to maintain the legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I must thank our lionesses and lions. I must thank those who have given their selfless service, time, resources to make sure that the Biafra restoration will not be destroyed by those who only thing they want is self-interest, personal interest, and what they get from the Biafra movement. I must thank the entire IPOB leaders all over the world, those who believe in truth and stand by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I must thank those who have come to preach Idu. I must thank them because they have their own reason for preaching Idu. I must thank those who have come under the umbrella of the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no matter what they believed in the past. I must thank the people from the riverine area. I must thank our coastal region. I must thank everyone who have made this movement very, very possible. Today is a day to remember. Some people are saying that the date is not correct. If the date is not correct, it will be corrected at the end of the broadcast. Okay? According to my date, I believe that this is still the first day of March 2022. So if the date is not correct, it will be corrected. I must thank those who have agitated for disintegration of Nigeria in their different ways. I must thank those evil people within this movement have chased out, whether those who have not actually committed anything and those who committed something, but they have something to offer. Your input in the past has brought us to this particular moment today. Your input in the past has brought us to this particular moment today. And we must thank you for that. I want to, before going further to address Biafrans today, I want to make a very good explanation and clarification for people to understand. I will not like people to come to my private messages, my email, my message, and start talking against those who are agitating for their freedom with the name of Idu. I will not entertain any distraction. I will not entertain anybody coming to me to tell me that Nelly Ofebu should stop talking about Idu. I will not entertain that. And I'm going to explain to Biafrans the reason why I will not entertain that. Because sometimes people do mistake out of lack of information. I am not going to explain what is Idu. I am not going to explain the position of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on Idu because he is not here with us. But Simon Ekpa will continue to push for the restoration of Biafra and will be ready to work with anybody that I've been working with. Those who are more pure and genuine than those coming to my email, to my inbox, and preach to me about Nelly or against Nelly Ofebu. I want to tell you one thing. Nelly Ofebu started preaching Idu because, according to her, she received a message that only Idu will free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And because of her love for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the freedom, she started preaching Idu. It was a message she received. And if you are against her for preaching a message she received and hoping that that message, if she preach it, will contribute to releasing and free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and heal a lot of calamities that have been committed in Biafra land. If you think you have problem with that, do not listen to her. It is just like a prophet. A prophet tell you that I received message from God for you to do dry fasting for 7 days. And then you come to tell people that why should you do dry fasting for 7 days? So if Nelly is preaching Idu, because according to her, Idu is going to restore peace and will contribute in freeing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it's spiritual. Allow her to do that. Allow her to do that, and she will do it on this platform. I don't have problem with that. If you don't want to listen to that, you don't listen to Nelly. And this particular reason and this explanation and clarification Nelly Ofebu gave, I am very, very contented with it. I'm very, very happy with it. I don't have any problem with that. So do not come to my inbox. Do not come to my private message. Do not come to me to preach against me or against Nelly coming to my platform and talk about it too. I just have to make this clarification today because she specifically made it clear that it is the message she received that Idu will contribute in releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In as much as I am not preaching Idu, I can't stop her, and you cannot compel me to stop her. If you do not reason the way I am reasoning, there is nothing I can do about it to help you. But I have said it, no amount of propaganda and blackmail will stop me and will stop her from working together for the restoration of Biafra and for the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is message I want to pass to you people today, and I do not want to discuss about this Idu again. Listen to the preaching I am giving you. Listen to the voice of the gods that will be coming from this platform and on the radio Voice of Biafra, and it shall be well with us. We have a very serious issues at hand. We have a very serious concern. Our leader have not been seen since the last court, and some of you do not understand why our leader have not been seen by anybody. The leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. That should be our concern. And of course, we have a very serious issues at hand. We have a very serious concern. Our leader have not been seen since the last court. And some of you do not understand why our leader have not been seen by anybody. Our concern now should be, why have the DSS refused access to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra? That should be our concern.
Simon Ekpa never told Nelly Ofebu that should be our concern, to ask ourselves, why is it that the Nigerian government, the Nigerian police, and most especially the DSS department of the Nigerian police has denied, or the court even has denied the legal team of IPOB access to meet with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Then Simon Ekpa is hereby talking about Edu, endorsing Edu, and claiming that it is like the voice of the prophet, because I know quite well that it is not a true prophet. Nelly of Ebu is not a true prophet. So that is where the sycophancy and the hypocrisy of Simon Ekpa manifest. So I'm just segmenting this particular video. This is not a full video. I will be developing more videos from these particular ones.
Joshua. Yes, sir. That's what I said. She don't maybe out of didn't do it.
This is the next video I will play. And from here, we will see what Simon Ekpa, we'll hear what Simon Ekpa has said previously before Nelly began to indict and condemn Biafra completely, indict and condemn Biafrans of all categories. Simon Ekpa had stated no alternative to Biafra. And that was when he was addressing press release from EKPA'S, one of those whom we regard to be working for Nigerian government, using IPOB's name and the Biafra struggle, collecting money from Nigerian government, and one of the people responsible to ensuring that the Anambra election of governorship in November 6th, 2021 held. So while Simon Ekpa was addressing him, he never realized that the tempting may reflect against him, and now it happened to be Nelly of Febo providing alternative to Biafra, while Simon Ekpa now still the same Simon Ekpa who condemned EKPA'S previously now endorses Nelly, who comes with an alternative name to Biafra. Simon Ekpa trying to influence and intimidate people to reason the way he's reasoned. That is a sycophancy and a hypocrisy, because we cannot reason the way Simon Ekpa reasons. We cannot reason the way we want to reason, as likewise. But we should reason the proper way we should reason. When we reason the proper way we should reason, then we have the proper understanding. Then we know what the proper answer to our pursuit really are, what to apply and what to avoid in the Biafra struggle, and what we are doing. So this is what we should know. Nelly of Ebu claiming that Biafra is a slave name. Have you been hearing about Edu for centuries? If Edu is not a slave name, why has not Edu since ever then take dominance in the stage? Even decolonization wouldn't have overshadowed the name Edu if it is not a slave name. So if Biafra is actually a slave name, Edu is also a slave name, because Edu never liberated herself and established her own country so that Biafra, the name Biafra, will not emerge. Rather, Edu was enslaved by colonization, and was also even Edu has no record in the mind of the many past generations. It is the current generation and the latest generations of Biafrans who have come to go into research. So Biafra is even a better slave. If the name Biafra is actually a slave, it is a better slave than the Edu. The Edu is an outright slave. That is the reason, even before the name Biafra emerged, Idu never did anything for herself, and nobody had been campaigning for Idu as a nation, of which we know Idu is not actually a nation. Idu is tribalistic. Idu is a name to certain tribes, certain tribes in Biafra. It is not for all Biafrans. So this is the way Simon Ekpa should reason. This is the way Simon Ekpa should reason. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never gave us Idu as a legacy. And Simon Ekpa says that even though he has about Idu, that he has keep on propagating Biafra. Simon Ekpa ensuring us that Idu, according to Nelly, is one of the things we must adopt to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Simon Ekpa knows all of these things. Why not Simon Ekpa stop preaching Biafra and begin to preach Idu? So it means that Simon Ekpa is also against Nelly by preaching Biafra, while knowing quite well that Idu is what we will apply to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and no longer Biafra, and the Simon Ekpa is still preaching Biafra. So there is no better hypocrite. There is no lesser hypocrite than Simon Ekpa regarding his attitude. You know, why I come to broadcast and make analysis, I make analysis based on fact and figures.
Is rather a type of Joshua. You understand?
That's what I said. She don't, maybe out of misquotation, because more than read man where before nga George Onya Okwata. Read man where before nga George Onya. That maybe now Ochefuna no Moses. Now Moses do put Israel from from Egypt. But Moses said to lose Israel to the promised land. So him and now one side.
It's no chifu. It's no chifu. Give it go chifu. She cited the Bible. Also, quote to one verse to support her claim. You understand? So all my thing you mean. All my time.
At that point, before the place of what I unless it's not correct. Onya continue. Persist there. Like in the people now that Simon is this, Simon. I don't believe all those you. And they believe Yeshima do not know.
Yeah, and that is because you'll be judged by what comes out of your mouth.
So that they say.
So that's
for those of them who are saying autopilots are not Idu. Idu is not autopilot. The explanation I give them is can you be an activity, because autopilot is an activities.
That's right.
Being carried out by a certain group.
Certain setup machinery or group or persons.
The name of that group is Idu. So they cannot, for them to stop Idu can stop them. Because
that's right.
Okay, at this point, we don't want to
be Idu anymore.
We want to take responsible of everything we are doing.
That's right. That's right.
We are the people of Idu. We are the people doing this thing. Automatically, once those people present that statement, they now become Idu. You're now coming to claim autopilot. They will not ask you. We have leader, and we present Nelly and Simon with that's Robai and other people. Then you will not claim to be autopilot. Where will you stand?
They will be floating. They will be in the middle.
Clean autopilot to remove Idu is like a bandit trying to remove Flan.
Exactly.
The Fulani activities and the banditry.
That's right.
Which the crime the Fulani are committing is what they call banditry.
Yes.
Now, how can a banditry remove Fulani? That is the one thing. Instead, the Fulani will decide, okay, we have to stop
or improve.
Banditry will stop. Now, for them who still believe in Nelly, who changed Biafra name, that the changing of name will restore Biafra. I want to play the video of Simon Ekpa because I love this video well.
I love it.
If anybody preaching Biafra. You
all this I know you.
and the sabo of the highest order. If anybody is telling you that the only reason why they have not released Mazen and Bikano is because you still have what we call sin, and you bear that idea, you are the biggest bed bug of
All Sarah Jujun, the autopilot. Abu Nelly. He's directly quoting Nelly.
no. You don't understand this video. You know what I tell you, say you don't, I cut it out. This video was directed to IPOB media, Mapowafu.
Okay.
When Mapowafu made a video about telling people to stop forcing a sit at home. So he want to address a Mapowafu so that he will not do that. He will think, so he was directing it to a Mapowafu. At that point, Nelly have not come up with this he do.
Wow. I never saw that.
Listen to the beginning. Let me say one. You hear it. Listen to the press release. I want to press release of Mapowafu. Let me say one.
The dragon.
You hear it. Press release of Mapowafu. Let me say one. You hear it. Press release of the Mapowafu.
Okay. He was echoing Mapowafu's statements. Okay.
So he made people not to listen to that.
Okay. So yes.
Tell you that changing the Biafra name that will release Mazen and Bikano, that the person is a sabo. If any person tell you to
okay, he was quoting Mapowafu.
He's trying to refer Mapowafu as a sabo and all those things. So after this program, it's not up to 3 days. Then they come up with J2.
Exactly. So that's because he find the Mapowafu's comments.
He thought that the Mapowafu will come and announce any changing of name or to disband ESN or to disband anything. So he now quick to jump out to make this thing. So that when maybe IPOB will be saying that, he will say he know, I know. But he never know that thing, the IPOB leadership have seen what Nelly is planning.
That's right. And then
the trap and they fall into
it fell into it real big.
So this question I want to ask any autopilot now that is believing in Idu is, what will you call Simon after this video?
Well,
that is only question I want to know. What will they call Simon after this video? Are they going to call him Sabo or Simon?
Well,
I cannot answer.
I will answer that. Simon Ekpa had played the role of a saboteur in this regard.
This man on Sunday, a couple times 2 days ago.
It's very clear. If anybody is telling you that until you destroy Biafra before they can release Mazen and Bikano, you are an idiot. And you buy that idea. If anybody is telling you you must destroy ESN before they release Mazen and Bikano, and you buy that idea, you are a sabo. If anybody advise you, hello, you called before. You called. Yeah, fighting is big.
This is the next video I want to play. While we had this program about 2 Sundays ago, then I segmented this section, which I titled Owa Sophia is the Elohim behind Idu. Nelly Ofebu wants to be the the goddess of Idos. Yeah. Owasofia is the Elohim behind Idu. You know, Simon Ekpa had endorsed the Nelly's false claim that Elohim spoke to her that we must change the name Biafra and replace it with Idu before Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be released, before we get our freedom, before Biafra will be restored. Simon Ekpa endorsed it, but now, after having endorsed it, after the whole thing, we had this program. I joined the program later, and I have not segmented where I commented on the program, of which when I will have ample time, I will go and segment it more and more. It was a 6 hours program. I just segmented a little. So during this program, as you can see, Achebe Paul on top by the left, Raphael Chiamaka Ajero on top by the right, Elvis down by the left, and Ejiro Bekard down by the right. So I want to play the audio of Owasofia regarding the Idu was played in that program. So I segmented it, and I'm going to play it now for confirmation.
She was angry. So we have to go back to our next question, which is the voice of Elohim, the true voice of Elohim. And who is that Elohim? That's the reason why we are here, to expose who that Elohim is. The voice of Elohim, we are going to discover it right away. Okay. Because this same voice, I've been telling Mazen Nnamdi Kanu about Idu. It's not today. She said it in an audio clip that she have told Mazen Nnamdi Kanu before about Idu, and Mazen knows that he is Idu. So I'm going to play the clip. For nothing. All what he put on place, they are destroying it. They are still shouting Biafra, Biafra, Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu know that he is Idu. I don't tell her, I do. He might not say that, but he's Idu man. And he set all of her now. Because you don't know them before. He set her now. Nnamdi Kanu, I don't tell him before say we be do, which is somebody must raise up an issue in this whole thing that we are here fighting. Is this our sister Uwa that told Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and definitely Mazen have been ignoring the issue. So now she have found somebody that she was able to tell about the Idu, and Dr. Nelly happens to be the one that accepted the message of Idu, and now she's selling it to us. And not just selling it peacefully, selling it in a very violent way, in a very aggressive way, that it is the most. And so now, we will say something that Mazi set us up. I don't understand where she got that information from, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu set us up, that Mazen knows that he is Idu. So I will play it to let's so he said to now. He said to now. Then Nnamdi Kanu know that he is Idu. I don't tell her, I do. He might not say that, but he's Idu man. And he set all of her now. Because you don't know them before. No. He set to now. No, I agree saying that why they so he said to now. He said to now. Okay. So now, over to you. This particular because the voice of the Elohim once told Mazen Nnamdi Kanu about this Idu. Mazi,
Ndị dị ready set
because Mazi, he knows he is Biafra and we are fighting for Biafra. But now, the same way of Idu came up again when Mazi was kidnapped, and here we are talking about the Idu. What do you have to say about this question?
Thank you, my sister.
We get this Ofeke, Manogu.
Ndị a niile ma aka adịcha mana ọgwụ ma ihe niile ana m eso ha na and ihe niile nne propagate against them even ha chọrọ ka achọ m na IPOB even until now achọ m na IPOB one of the things ejikwa m ka nka gbara ihe ọsọ ka m gwa ihe na-eme ma ndị ọkaikpe si na na-ewu n'ụlọ akpọtụrụ so enwere a lot of things ma ndị a na-asị ndị ajibe a na-agwa m ya n'obi ọma
Spirit of goat cannot speak to Nelly of him.
Enwere ike mbata dị ahụ ibi na enwe ngidi na agenda ha nwere ihe bụ eze ya so ihe mmegodoro esigodo mba na nkọpụ ihe ọbụla rụzi mgbe maazị Nnamdi Kanu ma bụ onye otu ihe si ọ sị m laghachi ma laghachi ọsịkwana m hapụwa ma hapụwa but m chọrọ ime edishọn aka m dị ọcha ma pụọ onye wụkwana ya.
And if you go deep and make research, you see that the economy, which is today Benin, the father of Wasofia was the people, that is his own lineage, his own great-grandfather, was the person who helped the Oba from Oduduwa to invade Benin Kingdom and they take over that land. Now, she is now confused because she is helpless and hopeless. How to get back? As it is now, this current Oba has caused the one. She can never step her feet in Benin. She is looking for a way forward. How to get back to Benin land. Any way she can go back. So she now listening. There's one of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu program. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say that when Biafra come, that all this king issue, everything will not be existing in Biafra land. So she capitalized on that very broadcast. And she is looking a way to make Biafra, Benin, bring them in Biafra.
So Biafran, we have heard the key voice of Owasofia, that actually Owasofia is the Elohim behind the Idu and not actually the real Elohim, as Nelly and Simon Ekpa claim. Simon Ekpa claiming that Nelly is like a prophet. Which kind of prophet? Nelly is a demonic prophetess. Nelly is not a real prophetess. So we cannot rely on Nelly. We cannot rely on Nelly, and the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had not given us Idu as a legacy. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu left for us is Biafra. Biafra we stand for. Biafra will continue with. Biafra will continue to propagate until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. Until Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out. So it is about record keeping. It is about record keeping so that those straying from the real track, just like Simon Ekpa, Nelly of Webu, and the rest of them straying from the real track of Biafra by propagating Idu, they should persistently and without further delay retrace their step. And this message is precise to Simon Ekpa. It is because of him I am making this video, to expose his personal hypocrisy in the Biafra struggle. And this is part 2. As events continue to unfold, I will be coming up for more videos. I'll be coming up for more videos as events continue to unfold. All of us must be policed. All of us are policed towards each other. So that is how the case is. All of us are policed towards each other, and we cannot cease to do so. because that is our collective duty. There is nothing wrong for doing that. Simon Ekpa can also make videos and expose my hypocrisies wherever, whichever way he discovers that I am hypocritical to this Biafra struggle. Any other person can do the same. It is all about putting things the right way. For it is just for corrective measure. I am not saying we should go and kill Simon Ekpa, but all I am saying is that Simon Ekpa should retrace his step and focus on the right track of Biafra. There is nothing like Nelly Ofebo will be using her platform to propagate Idu, while he himself will be preaching for Biafra in the same platform. Simon Ekpa endorsing that we must do away with the name Biafra for us to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, while he is still preaching Biafra. This is a hypocrisy. It is an outright hypocrisy plus many other things I have said in this video. So may God bless you. The program has come to an end. I remain your servant, Evangelist Inyima Kalu, until I come your way once again, and very soon, just today.